Good afternoon. It's like super hot out here, and I wanted to take a moment to say good afternoon, but also to tell you more about what's going on in my son's life. And come here, Rufio. I probably won't, release this video right away because of the stuff that he's going through right now. But I just wanted to share this maybe for my own personal journal, to just say I'm so proud of him. He came off his mission, spent 2 years out there serving the Lord, and just came home. He's very artistic. He was accepted into the Art Institute of Dallas, and they were really excited about him coming there. And then we had the president of the college there where he served his mission call and say, hey, we want to give him a full ride. We want to pay for his room and board and books and 2 years of school, and we'd really like to do that for him. And we're just like, wow, that's really cool. Well, when we looked into the school, there was no art offered, not even as a general, which was kind of a bummer. I mean, usually there's at least some art programs, but not at this community college. Anyway, we moved forward with that, thinking that would be a good thing as far as money goes, and good thing for him to be back with people he knew and the area he knew. But deep down he was thinking, I really want to go to the Art Institute. That's where I want to be. They integrate your generals right into your major, so you start immediately on fashion design or whatever art that you're getting into, graphic design, that kind of thing. And that's really what he wanted to do. So with some encouragement from me and a lot of encouragement from his grandma and dad, he chose to go ahead and go down there. And it turned out to be a time when we were going to the Denver event, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to take the car, and it's all going to work out. We're going to drive down. I'll be able to meet some of the people that he served his mission with and the families that were helpful to him, and meet some of the really neat people that he was around, and then leave him the car so he has that to get around in, and because everything's kind of far away. And so I was able to do that. And Jeffrey came too. We picked up Jeff from college. He was going to BYUI. Picked him up and headed down to Denver. And that was the first experience of Spence. Spence had already signed up, but Jeffrey had not. And so it was a new experience for both of them. But Spencer was just very excited after that. And he saw a way to achieve the dreams and goals that he had had all of his life. And so he went back, moved into the dorms there and got working hard for the college and working hard for his presidential scholarship, working with the president of the college and the dean of students and things like that. And really enjoyed the people that he was there with, but there was still something inside him that just was like, this is not where I want to be. There's more. I know there's more. So let me just tell you, he walked out of class. I think it was the second day he was there. No, it was the very first day. He finally went to class. Classes started, and he walked out of class. First in class, he was listening and looking around at everybody and feeling like, oh man, is this all there is? I'm not doing, like at the Art Institute, he'd be doing his major already, And he just felt like he was in like a kind of a zombie land, And so as he walked out of and he'd been praying, let me tell you too, he'd been praying and even fasting about, these feelings and how he felt, and asking tons of questions about where he needed to be, what he needed to be doing. And he walked out of the class, and there on the wall were these 3 posters. And the posters were like ambition and perseverance and a commitment, I think. Did I already say that? Something with an A. Anyway, the posters were, you've seen those posters. Some of them say success and achievement and teamwork and, that kind of thing. Well, this one said, these 3 posters, he just, as he walked out, he actually started laughing because he saw the people in the posters, and there was a man climbing this sheer rock cliff. And the next one was a guy way up on the high mountaintop in the snow, with his arms up like, yes. And then the other one was this guy surfing this huge Monken wave out in the sunshine. Beautiful picture. beautiful water. And he heard the voice in his head say, none of these people are in the classroom. And he's like, do we go to school thinking that we're going to be able to do all those things? And if we get to do one of those things in life, we're excited. We might get that week vacation or maybe 2. We might take more and not get paid so that we can enjoy those things in life, He just said, no way, it's just not for me. And along the way, other things have fallen into place to help him know that, no, school just isn't for him, at least not that school. And he needed to move on. And he knew that we were going to have the Extreme team get together in Nashville and training with just the Extreme team. And he just thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave school and I'm just going to drive to Nashville and I'll just stay there, and then I'll work my way back up to Washington and decide whether I'm going to go to the Art Institute of Seattle or the Art Institute of Dallas. And I'll make my decision according to what God wants, according to what the universe wishes, according to what feels right as far as intention, so he can be led by what the real way is for him to go, and so he can go into happiness. Now, he knows that doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but it is going to feel right, even when it's hard. And so I wanted to share that with you. And I know for me, I'm going through the same thing. We have adversity, and we're out there, and I'm telling you right now, the rest of the people that I'm surrounded by right now are concerned for me because I'm going to leave my job, and they're concerned for me because I want to do this thing online and this thing from home and this, be this life coach, and oh my goodness, you're never going to make it, and what about your insurance benefits, and aren't you worried about that, and oh dear, how are you going to make it? And I know they mean well, and I know that they say that out of care, and concern, but I am so tired of being around that system of people that are so caught up in, what's that word? See, I've tried to even put it out of my vocabulary. I can't even think of it anymore. Scarcity mentality, that I just get so frustrated. I want abundant mentality. I want prosperity thinking. I want language that helps me to propel myself ahead and help those around me to get where they need to be and totally change the world as far as, let's not have 1% of the most wealthy in America. Let's make it 2, then 5, then 10. That's the goal for me. And I know that the people that I'm working with have that same goal. We can change the world through passion. I can't go out and help young women to live better, healthier lives and get out of, or maybe even prevent that bulimia and anorexia. I can't do that unless just the education isn't going to be enough. Funds are really going to matter. And yeah, I'm going to have to beg like I've seen people do. They don't call it begging, right? You're searching for sponsors, you're asking for sponsors. But man, wouldn't it be a lot easier if I already was successful and abundantly financially had unlimited prosperity, that I could go out and absolutely make that happen without having to depend on others for that. That doesn't mean others won't donate and join in on the cause that I have or my mission, because there are many people out there that have time and no money, but they have education and time and no money, and that's where I can come in. And I just think that is so much worth it. We can give so much more when we have to give. And so I wish that for you. I hope you'll recognize and wake up to what your dreams are and make them a reality. Step into them. Don't be afraid, because fear is just false evidence appearing real, right? So just step into it. Do what you know is right, even if it's little baby steps along the way. I know you'll get there like I did, and you'll step in it. You'll wake up one morning and say, this is it. I'm ready. I'm going to leave that job, and my life is really going to begin. And Rufio and I are going to go on hikes, and I can go places where maybe I don't have to have him on a leash all the time, so he can be free too. Anyway, go out and just make it a great day. You deserve it. Thanks. Bye.